Well, here we are, folks. About a year into this COVID situation, if you count it from China, and about 6 months into the Western world. I think this is just the beginning. I'm going to tell you about a very important book and author. William Guy Carr, who is no longer with us. He passed away in October of 1959, was an English-born Canadian naval officer, author, and conspiracy theorist. He was accused of being anti-Semitic. However, if you read his last book, it was anything but that. He was warning you about the synagogue of Satan, who comprises different people. He laid out the plan, which I believe is starting to unfold. He served in World War I and World War II. He worked for the Canadian Navy and Canadian Intelligence Service. He believed that there were going to be 3 world wars, and he saw 2 of them. He laid out what the plan was, most of it coming from Freemasons. In his book, Satan, Prince of this World, it was his last book, and his elder son finished it, the editing and publishing. The most important thing is, he said that the United States has to be taken down. Quote, "The truth is that if World War III is fought, the United States will be the only remaining world power after it is ended. Either all people will have to acknowledge that power, or they will clamor for and demand a world government. And they will get it if the Luciferian conspiracy is allowed to be developed to its intended conclusion. Then, through the auspices of the United Nations or some similar organization, a puppet king will be made world sovereign, and he will secretly be under the influence and direction of the agentur of the synagogue of Satan, who will have been appointed, not elected, to be his specialists, experts, and advisors." End quote. It continues on and tells you that the high priest of the Luciferian creed know that they cannot usurp world power before the United States is ruined. Therefore, they must create chaos so that they can get order out of chaos, which is what is occurring now. What is their end goal? The end goal is to bring in the kingdom of Satan, or the Luciferian doctrine. Here is what he wrote, quote, "Weishaupt adopted the 6-pointed star as one of the emblems of his Illuminati, not because it is the Star of David, but because his program consists of 6 main points. They are as follows: abolition of all existing governments, abolition of existing religions, abolition of all private property, abolition of all inheritance, abolition of the family as the cell from which civilized society shall develop, abolition of patriotism as far as national government are concerned." It says that all the Goyim shall be enslaved and turned into one vast conglomeration of mongrelized humanity. That breeding will be strictly limited to types and numbers required to fill the requirements of the state. That all breeding, as far as the Goyim are concerned, will be done by artificial insemination, practiced on an international scale, and limited to 5% of males and 30% of females, specifically selected for this purpose. The rigid control of the minds of the Goyim shall erase all knowledge of the past, including religions, other than the Luciferian ideology, and all other forms of government, other than the Luciferian dictatorship. They will bring this about by placing Christians against communists and Jews against Muslims. The goal is to do major population reductions so that the masses can be controlled easier. This was put in place hundreds of years ago involving Freemasons. The god of the Freemasons is Lucifer, who is Satan, who is Prometheus, who is Set. This goes back to the Cronides. We have a kingdom of God through Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, and they want that gone, and they want a different situation. And their goal is to have their ruling elite, who are the Luciferians, centered out of ancient Palestine, and below them would be a group of scientists and other people that control a mongrelized humanity limited to 500 million people, or what they need, with massive control on reproduction. Will they be successful? If you are into Christianity or Islam, you know that they will not be, but everybody has to fight back, and that there will be an intervention at the end. I do believe we are at this point where this plan is being unfolded. Nothing makes sense, and there are certain people that aren't doing what they should be doing and being good people, and it's clear that they have already sold out. This is your warning. Be prepared. Be good. Take care of one another. And I don't know how long things are going to be up, but I'll do the best I can to get the information out. Take care. Signing out.